Now, I want to pose the infamous question to you of whether or not it's a good idea for you to go into business with someone that's close to you, a friend, a relative, or even someone that you potentially are in a relationship with. Is it a good idea? How do you guys communicate? How does this person deal with conflict? Are you guys able to hold each other accountable? Well, before we get into that, make sure to click the subscribe button and join the It's My Business family. Follow me. I have absolutely incredible business content that I want to share with you. Now, I can totally understand why you would think to go into business with someone that you know, right? I mean, you trust them, you guys probably get along as well, and it just makes sense. But business requires something a little different because there's this thing called money that people tend to behave a little differently when it gets involved because we have different relationships with money, different thoughts and values with regards to it. So you need to know and think about some things before you get into business with that person. And I want to share with you what those things are after this. Hello, I'm Mahlapa Mkhandalile, an Afropreneur, social entrepreneur, commercial lawyer, and philanthropist with an undeniable obsession to inspire and empower African entrepreneurs. And that's why I'm making your business my business. One of the initial things that you need to consider is, how do you guys communicate? Is it productive? You know, people who don't know how to communicate well tend to get into a lot of conflict because you constantly misunderstanding each other. You're constantly not being able to communicate in a way that you're able to solve things well. And business is about problem solving most of the time. You're constantly trying to find new ways to do different things. And so communication is a foundational tool. You guys are sharing ideas together. How do you share those ideas? Is the person that you're trying to go into business with a good communicator? Are you a good communicator? That's a big question. And it's something that you have to take into consideration. It's something you can also learn. Does a person raise their voice and stomp their feet and behave in an erratic manner? That's genuinely concerning. Imagine if you guys have a meeting or there's something significant that you need to do and this person just does not know how to communicate with potential clients or potential investors. Worst part is if that person doesn't know how to communicate with you. So you need to think about that carefully. I'd love to hear if you've had any experiences with regards to working with someone close. What was that experience all about? You can add it in the comment section below. How does this person deal with conflict? That's genuinely concerning. I've seen a lot of people who seem great, but when they get into tight situations, they behave in ways that are actually a little bit embarrassing. Does the person talk loudly and start disrespecting people and cussing people out? That's a genuine concern because you might have to deal with that person and conflict may happen every day. So if you guys have conflict every day, 1 week, because you're seeing things different or there's some type of stress in the business, that person's going to be behaving that way every single day. Are you really willing to deal with that? Will it affect your business relationship and ultimately your personal relationship? Conflict resolution skills are things that you can acquire, but you just want to look out for them. And I also encourage you to think about other relationships. How do they deal with other relationships and their previous business relationships? Sometimes how people behave in the past helps you to understand who they are and how they may behave in the future. Now, I don't think you should just cancel someone out because they've behaved a certain way, but maybe just be aware of it. It might be able to help you avoid a lot of headaches. Now, the second thing that I think you should consider is, are you guys able to hold each other accountable? Are you guys able to be honest with one another? That's a big thing. Because you can land up just tiptoeing around one another and ultimately never dealing with the real things that the business needs because you're afraid of being honest to the person or to hold them accountable. It's very important. Sometimes we forget things or life gets caught up or we get caught up in other things. And we need our business partner to say, hey, by the way, what happened with this? Can we work on that? Or how can I help you with regards to making sure you do your part? But if you can't hold each other accountable, my word, how on earth are you guys going to be able to work together? You need to know that you can be honest with each other in a way that's constructive, not harsh, because some people just think honesty is being harsh, and those are two different things. Honesty is supposed to be constructive. It's supposed to also help build you, the relationship, and ultimately the business as a whole. And the last thing for you to consider is, how do you guys respect one another's strengths and weaknesses? Are you aware of what they are? What is the purpose for starting a business together? That's something really significant and important because you need to know, like, ultimately, what do you both bring to the table? And do you guys respect that and honor that in each other? Because if you do, then you're going to be able to work together more effectively. You'll be able to depend on each other better that way. You need to understand the value of you coming together. Everybody as they are coming together and bringing the best of them. She's on fire. by the way, we need to keep meeting out. So please go to the link below, click on the link, follow me, subscribe. I'm going to be uploading so much more awesome content for us to keep sharing together. And let's connect. I want to hear what you think. Speak to me. I'm going to make sure I respond to whatever I can. I'm really praying for you guys. I love you guys, and I can't wait for us to take the landscape of African business to the next level.